What up? This Coney Island Chronicle with your man Antonio. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get off into some more real crime in court. This situation appeared when I was like on my way home after doing my incarceration. I worked my way down to level 1, you know what I'm saying? So this involved a guy named EX, Shy, and Josh. 3 individuals, we all right there at knocking at the door, getting ready to go home. One of us actually was gonna go home over this weekend. Unfortunately, this is what happened. So I say this like 2013, something like that. I'm up north at Pugsley Correctional Facility. For those that know about it, those that was there, Rick Nimmons, you know what I'm talking about. So this is the transitions from the beginning of my incarceration to on my way home. So when you going through these tsunamis and you out there in them streets, there is a penalty. And some of us actually go through those penalties and be able to come back and regurgitate it to those that's not aware of the actions because they never really had to face the consequences. You get what I'm saying? So under this situation, Josh was a white boy, 26, just come to prison, probably had 6 months. They just really sent him to prison to get an inmate number, you know what I mean? From whatever prior convictions he had, they said, okay, well, we just gonna send you in here, get you a probate, get you a prison number, and put you on parole, right? Shy, me and him worked together. He was on his way home as well as me. And he had quit where we was working at the factory. Well, not the factory. We called it the factory, but it was really in another facility. We did all their food, you know, so we would go there and pack up all their food for the breakfast so they can send it into the inside of the facility so they can actually cook it. So we was like basically in the warehouse, me and Shy, but he left and he went to start working in the visiting room because he wanted to get him another female before he go home. EX actually was on his way home. I'm not for certain if it's EX or DX, but he was a Melanic or he might have been a Nation of Islam, one of the two. But unfortunately, this is how the situation go. So this particular weekend, EX, Josh, and Shy all out on the visiting room. They on the visiting room enjoying their visit or whatever. Shy get the great idea to want to try to talk to Josh's mother. Josh's mother is cool with it because she looking for somebody to kind of like help her son keep him safe and all this. Like I said, when you go to prison, it's different. You know, you can be out in society with your guns and all that, but when you go inside, it's all about your heart and your mind and how you gonna stand 10 toes down, like y'all say out here, you know. And so she was looking for somebody to get her son aid and assistance through his little 6-month stint. So Shy took it upon himself to say, hey, well, you know, give me your phone number and we can communicate. And, you know, I can let you know where he is and how he doing. And matter of fact, I'm going to try to get him moved over to to my unit. Me and Shy was in the same unit. So that afternoon, Shy informed me like, yeah, man, this guy out there, you know, I met a guy, he want me to move this package for him. So a package is contraband. It could be weed, heroin, crack, meth. It could be a watch. It could be anything that you ain't supposed to be having. They gonna consider it contraband, especially if somebody smuggled it in. So basically, you could get like some more time extended to your incarceration if you get caught. So the guy wanted Shy to get the bag for him, right? See, people out here talk about the bag, but the bag exists too in a whole nother world, right? But you gotta been and went through that. You can't hear it through the grapevine and try to translate it, because your English is just not gonna be right. Your grammar not gonna fit a lot of the situations that really occur where it's all males. There's no women unless they COs or they counselors or they wardens, assistant wardens, stuff like that. The cooks, the stewardess, the food stewardess. So Shy, he say, yeah, man, the guy want me to move this bag, and I kind of knocked old boy's mom, and I'm finna see if I could get him moved over to our unit. I don't give a fuck what you do, Shy. I'm on my way home, but I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If you go messing around with that bag, you better make sure you deliver, right? So I say, man, why you even trying to do that anyway? We about to go to the crib. Oh man, I'm just trying to get these couple more dollars because I don't really got shit going on. So Shy was originally from Chicago. Everything was Joe. He was a GD, cool ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Traveling because he was in them gangs. So he wind up bumping into probation here, probation there. It was all light stuff at this place because this level 1. So he come tell me about the situation with the bag, and I'm telling him, dig, man, you might want to reconsider all that. But if you got to take yourself out there and get engaged in it, then, go ahead. But just make sure you be safe. And but I'm going to tell you this. If the guy wants you to move the bag so bad, tell him to send you $500 in your account. So now you will know. Because, drugs in prison, the volume of money goes up. So what might be in the street, it be like amplified in there. So if you got an ounce out here, that's probably just $100. But an ounce in prison of weed, you probably could get you $3,000, $2,500. You know what I mean? So certain things guys want to take risks on. And when it came to heroin being moved in, a Mac, $100, just a Mac. But when Shy was telling me about it, I'm telling him, dig, bro, I feel what you saying. But at the same time, the fentanyl stuff was going down. So we was up north. So we got a lot of news that was coming off of Chicago. And at that time, Chicago was really, really heavy with it. Chicago, Milwaukee, New Jersey, it was popping, fentanyl like mud, all on TV. So I'm telling Shy, dog, I don't care what you do, but dog, you might want to be careful. But I'm gonna tell you this, homeboy, if that nigga ain't got that 500, he probably getting high, Shy. So Shy go on back on the visit and everything is straight. Later on, after 5 o'clock, Shy off work, or he might stay until like 8 or 9 o'clock, because visits don't be over to like 8 or 9 o'clock. They might start at 8 to 8, you know what I mean? So if it's 8 to 8, then he off at 8. But anyway, he like come back, yeah, man, dog said don't worry about it, man, he'll do it himself, because I told him about the 500. I'm like, hell yeah, tell him about the money, because don't nothing move without the money, man. And you finna go home, bro. What you know? Yeah, man, but I was just trying to get this little extra money, blah, 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 blah. And that's cool. But he like, I'm finna start working on old boy's mom, because she cool and blah, 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 blah. So, okay, dog, I feel you. Now, Shy had another little chick, too, that he used to talk to. He had, like, a couple females that he used to always, like, get on the phone and talk to. They'd send him a few dollars. But really, he made all his money off the yard. So, if he worked in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? So, he might sell some chicken up out that motherfucker, some hamburgers, some onions, some bell peppers. Because, if you a hustler, you gonna figure out a way. But like I say, he on the visiting room, so he done went from bell peppers to actually talking on the phone. So the progression is real when you trying to accomplish stuff. So now he all on the phone with this boy's mama, and he done got the boy moved over in our unit, and the boy, Josh, messing around and became my bunkie, because my bunkie had went home. So Josh, my bunkie. Shy, still working and everything. This particular weekend, they go all out on a visit again. And the dude, EX, don't cut in the Shy about the bag. He don't say nothing. But apparently, you know, Shy must have felt that he was gonna ask him, but he like, yeah, I don't even gonna mess with him, dog. I'ma just let him do him. So he goes on a visit. They all out there and everything. Shy come on back off the visit, whatnot. Everybody come off the visit, nothing go on. So the next morning, Shy getting ready to go to work. The dude, EX, they done called him in his unit for a visit. But there's no response. So I guess they send the police down there, officer or whatever, to check his little bed, make sure he's straight, or find him if he in the unit or not. Come to find out, he been OD'd and shit. So Shy come tell me, dog, the ambulance and shit done locked down. They on the yard. They done locked the yard down, and dog OD'd over there. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm telling you, see, told you, you better be lucky, boy. You better be lucky you stayed on up out of that. So that same day, EX people, or DX, his people come to see him again. And I think they kind of like detained him on suspicion of bringing him the narcotic. If he got it in through them or not, or it was on the yard. However, they had like posted up for them, waiting for them to come back up in there. So they didn't came up there to come visit them, because on Tuesday, he originally supposed to go home. But come this Monday, when they come back, he dead now. So they come get the people that came up there over the weekend, like, hey, dig, you know, what the fuck going on? Y'all the last ones that was up here. Now, whether they brought it or not, they still probably, you know, get y'all ass on. Plus he dead, that's all over with. And it's back to normal. But it's probably a little sprinkle on the yard of remains of whatever he must have had, because Josh was getting his hands on it some type of way. While me and him working, because he started working over at the dang on Oaks Prison too, going out to the warehouse. And I would go to the state police post, either or. And I go down to, we finna go to work one morning, and I'm telling him, like, yeah, bro, we about to be up out this mug, about to do our paperwork, to do sign our paperwork to go see the parole board. So he like, yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, we'll be up out of here. And I'm like, yeah, because normally he a depressed guy, because, like, he just wasn't physically fit, you know. He was addicted to heroin, so he was real, like, down on himself. And guys in the unit, they ain't used to seeing no young dude all turned out on no drugs. So really, that back then, that was like, you know, what the hell? You can't even do push-ups type shit. You can't do jumping jacks. You can't run. But he had never really used his body other than injecting poison in it. So he was really going through withdrawals. A lot of these guys don't understand about withdrawals, so he became like the joke of the unit. And I would still try to cheer him up, but, you know, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm on my way home, and this just how it go. You gonna have to either figure it out, fight, or you just gonna be a runt of the dang on unit, and people will just cap jokes on you, or somebody might try to fuck you. Ain't no telling if you don't man up. So his ass was telling me, like, I ain't going to work today. I ain't going to work. So I'm like, damn, why you don't want to go to work, man? Oh, my back. So prior, when we would go to work, the lady that worked out there used to always kind of be like bossy on him, because like I say, he was weak and all that. And to her, that was like, you slacking on work. I don't want to hear that. You better get it together and coming down on him. When really, she don't understand this dude. There's really nothing he can really do. You know, he trying, but it's really hurting him more to try. So I'm listening to him tell me, man, I ain't going. So I'm trying to convince him, but you know, hell, it ain't my fight. So he like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, and I'll see you when you get off. Cool, bet. Go to work and everything, you know, come on back from work. We all in the Sally Port. We in the van, shackled up. We coming back from level 4 Oaks, all the way back to Pugsley. So, you know, I liked it to go out and get me a ride because I hadn't seen the streets in 20 years. So any type of view I could see is beautiful. I'm lusting to get out here, vibe, and get connected with society so I can figure out my lane and get the hell on and do something productive. So I'm stalking the streets and lusting over them and looking at everything. When we get to the prison, they like, you know, calm it down at the Sally Port, telling the COs, calm it down, man. Y'all can't go in right now. We done had a real live issue and everything. So the prison is locked down. So we sitting in the Sally Port trying to figure out what's going on, why we can't get in, what's the problem. We talking amongst ourselves on the van. Then one of the officers, CB, came on like, yeah, it's a lot of blood in the shower, man. It's a lot of blood in the shower. So we all like, damn, you hear that? It's blood all in the shower. It's blood all in the shower and shit. So we thinking, hell yeah, somebody ain't got fucked up. This somebody probably in this mud stabbed all up. So they let us start going out of the van one by one to go get strip search and all that back into the dang on prison. But we had to go either straight to our unit when we got through strip search or go to chow because they hadn't ran chow yet. So as they taking us in one by one, you know, you got to go through your cavity search, all this old shit. So finally, we get up in there. I get up in there. I'm walking through the Sally Port, walking back into the inside of the facility. There ain't nobody on the yard. I be in the corner because our unit right off of the first unit off to the child hall. I walk up in the unit, everybody just standing around in the day room. But the shower, when I walk through the day room towards my wing, the shower cautioned off. There's X tape on there, caution tape. So here comes Shy, eyes big as hell. Man, take this. Hand me some motherfucking letters and shit. I'm like, what is this, man? What's going on? He like, man, that's Josh. So I'm like, man, who the hell done beat Josh up, dog? He like, no, ain't nobody beat him up. He killed himself. I'm like, what? Pete. So Josh, from day one that he got in the unit with me in Shy, day one, he had gave Shy a suicide letter. But Shy took the suicide letter as this just some joke. He thinking he joking. Over the course of Shy and Josh, you know, Josh being in the unit, he had gave Shy like 4-5 different suicide notes. Shy give me 3 of these mugs. He telling me, man, look, read these suicide notes, man. This what he left. And he left some in the shower. I'm like, left some in the shower? He like, yeah, man, Joshua went in the shower and sat in a chair and cut all his arteries, man, and put a letter on the wall about how he hated his daddy. His daddy turned him out on heroin and how this addiction is like crippled his life. He don't have no future and his daddy had already passed and he like, you ain't gonna leave me on this earth alone. So he telling me this. And then when I'm reading some of these letters, some of that same type of language is in these letters. And I'm like, Shy, why you never said nothing to nobody? Man, I thought he was bullshit, man. You know, I ain't thinking he on some real shit. Come to find out, Josh had went in there after he talked to me, and when they called lunch or whatever, he done went in the shower, cut his arteries behind his legs, his calf, and sat in the shower in a chair and bled out. Bled out. Shy ride out. I ride out. I go down to another level because I'm like 30, 40 days away from coming home now. Boom. Get down to Jackson. Leave Jackson, parole, everything good. I see Shy, he out. He at the parole. We venting about, DX and dang on Josh. Like, dang, we out. I just bring him around my family, trying to get him to come chill around anywhere in the city because he didn't really have no real destination. So he had went to like a center, right? So he had the center on Grashard and, no, it ain't Grashard, it's Hopper and Cadillac. So he had that when it was open. So he up in there and he was getting out, going different places and everything. And he wind up, his mother then was like, come on over to Southwest. So he stayed in Southwest over there. I'm keeping in touch with him, keeping in touch with him. Everything smooth. Then next time I see him again, I see him standing out in front of the center on Hopper and Cadillac. Pull over. What's up, my baby? How you doing? What's everything is? Blah, blah, blah. We chopping it up, kicking our thing, vibing and everything. He like, man, I'm about to go to Texas. So I'm like, dang, what's in Texas? In Houston. What's in Houston, man? Come to find out, he finna go down to Texas where the girl, one of the chicks that he used to talk to, said, come on down here and, leave Detroit alone. Come on down here. I'm like, all right, my baby, I don't hear from him no more. Everything cool, everything. We corresponding through dang on Facebook here and there. He letting me know, man, everything straight down here. It's beautiful, blah, 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 and so forth and so on. Everything great. So probably like 2-3 months later, just a random text came out like, your boy gone. So I don't know who this is. It's like just a random text in my messenger thing. Like, your boy Johnny gone. He got killed down south. I'm like, what you mean? And who is this? So they like, this is cousin and he got killed down south. And I'm like, I'm blowed back because I'm like, I know he didn't go down here and mess around and got into it with this lady. And down there, they got like, they'll kill your ass for being on their property in Shy City, boy. So he probably went down there and had an issue, or they had an issue, or I don't know. But he wound up getting killed down there. And this is really real true stories right here. This is Real Crimes in Court, and this whole situation is about the desire for narcotics, an abandonment of a father, and lust on women. So on Coney Island Chronicle, I'm gonna keep bringing you all the real, authentic, from your glory days to getting money and scooting and moving and laughing and popping bottles and all that, because a lot of that be devil. A lot of that be devil. Devil gonna give you that. You can have that. Because in the end, unless you telling, unless you paying police, and if you pay police, you might talk to the police. That's just the type of gangster I am. Live, Coney Island Chronicle, Real Crimes in Court, R.I.P., Shy, Josh, EX, rest heavenly, and post, comment, like, subscribe, keep tuning in. Real Crimes in Court. We'll be back with some more. Coney Island Chronicle, Detroit, baby, 313 with your man Antonio Nelson.